tarot reading. I keep always following a divine comedy reading. So welcome all the star signs. Let's show the book. Another Sunday, another chapter of the Paradise. And we are in the 19th. And we are in the planet of Jupiter. Welcome, welcome. This is a pick-a-pile reading. Every star sign is welcome here. And this is based now in intuition, what you select to listen. You can, of course, later find timestamps later. This is a live reading now to allow you to co-create with me to see what magic happens in the life. There are some pre-selected cards because we are dealing here today also a part of this general divine comedy. We are having, which is of course a love story between Dante and Beatrice. It's like a twin flame itself. We have a twin flame reading. And these, I have put some twin flame cards showing the Venus on the top. And then we have also the masculine already here, the couple dynamic in these piles. But you can see the Venus, the divine feminine on the front. And then let's introduce this pile. So there is, of course, like when it's about the twin flame connection, it's all about forever. Things are just like, if you fall in love with somebody, it will continue and continue, it will never end. So yeah, this is a big commitment. It's forever. Okay. And this is a season of Taurus season. It's full of peonies. Happy birthdays to any Taurus who is watching. We have here currently a Taurus shadow on the table. These are shadow readings. Little warning, like these are always shadow readings. I'm bringing shadows in. So today, in this twin flame reading, we are going to see the twin flame shadow. What is the shadow between the twin flame? How to heal that shadow and path to a bright future. So that is also happening. And what else? Yes, in that twin flame reading, we have even this oracle cards. This one of the earth wisdom is very Taurus-like, but it's showing this kind of scorpion main position. Then the next one, the unknown alchemy, showing the sacred love alchemy, and the eagle position is Scorpio transformation, because the Scorpio full moon, you're going through certain kind of transformation, whatever it is for you. Is it death and a rebirth? Some kind of change is happening for sure. These are the times. And then the last is Phoenix in the Scorpio transformation. So we have even that. But now let's introduce the piles. So you have a first point of selection is this rune, which is called Eihwaz. Eihwaz. Then the divine feminine is 43, the adventure fight. So this is here. Then we have a crown chakra energy. That the deck, the whole twin flame reading will be made with this very high density cards. And let's see, already bottom of the deck, this is usually showing the shadow side. So it could be something about your twin flame connection. What is the shadow? Ta-da! It is already showing crown of water. So this kind of cranny with the water. Actually, I think this is immediately somebody like, don't you remember today's Mother's Day? It's like, I'm your mother, no, I'm your grandmother. Anyway, remember your mother or grandmother or any mother today. Otherwise, she get pissed. It's like ready to drink. But anyway, this is a shadow. Wearing red bed, hugs for the mothers. Yes. But anyway, first pile, definitely there is like, don't forget the mother. It's important. King of what? Like a emotionally mature mother. It's here for your selection. Then pile number 2. Welcome, wearing red bird. Have you already celebrated the mother? I was in the beach, having a beautiful day in the beach with my son and other friends, like mothers. Anyway, here, pile number 2 is Mannaz, mankind. Then we have this divine feminine is 24, the protection fight. It's like we get kind of face to this twin flames, so this could be also. Then we have third eye chakra, Grey Aventurine. This was amethyst, and let's see what is the shadow possible here. 10 of pumpkins, so very Taurus-like. Anyway, it's almost like the death is tricking this person. Like there is a huge abundance, but one more trick to go, one more piñata to hit. Something like that is coming here. Anyway, you select your pile based on the intuition. What are those images for you? You choose. It's your choice. Then we have the last third pile rune is Fehu rune. This has been before. And then it has very interesting mother here, the Killer Empathy Fight 38. Witchy mother. And we have a solar plexus chakra. And it was a grey aventurine, this is yellow aventurine, and let's see what is bottom of this one. It's the Fool, the mermaid. The little mermaid is here. It's also some kind of transformation possibly, but interesting. These are your choices. So I think we go to read first Divine Comedy. So this is number 19, yeah, in Jupiter. Now I was not thinking which I would show while we do. Taurus season is all about Earth. I don't think I'm gonna show anything. Let's show this Taurus shadow. We are having here currently a Taurus watching. This is your shadow, and let's read this. Divine Comedy Paradise 19, Mother's Day, and full moon in Scorpio. Eagle. In the heaven of Jupiter, Dante admires the gleaming eagle, in which individual souls shine forth like rubies. Actually, I should show an eagle here. Now we saw a Taurus, okay. It's like a bull on the sky. The eagle begins to speak, affirming that even those who behave unjustly on earth retain the memory of heavenly justice. The eagle is perceiving Dante's question before he asks it. The eagle answers that human's nature cannot even perceive the profound depths of God's justice. Dante asks, what about the souls of people born on faraway lands who have never had the opportunity to learn of the Christ? How can such soul be held responsible for unbelief and condemned to hell despite having lived a faultless life? The eagle says there is no one in heaven who does not believe in Christ, yet there are plenty of hell who will claim to have known Christ, yet will be judged to have been further from Christ than those who never heard of him. The eagle then lists also corrupt kings in Europe who will suffer a harsher fate in hell than many non-Christians. This is a bit like a preaching eagle chapter here, but interestingly, because I was into this kind of symbology of eagle, because it has been showing in my readings, it's really this kind of high awareness point. And then I was coming into this like a conclusion, like I'm not Scorpio, so I was not aware of this Scorpio transformation, but it is a thing. From Scorpio to eagle to phoenix. It's amazing thing that when you are Scorpio, or you have some Scorpio placement, and this is very actual now in the full moon in Scorpio, it is interesting that this kind of transformation does play part in human life. I mean, Christ had his own phoenix moments, but yeah. Do you need to get to the hell sometime to rise like a phoenix? Like this Dante story here is also like Dante go first to Inferno, then to Purgatory, and then to Paradise. So it's a long journey. But it's kind of like when you are dealing this kind of shadow things, you have to kind of dig deeper, and then you are like kind of getting rid of those kind of densities, like a liberating, like a lotus would be going through the mud. It's like the same thing. Like there is always this kind of darkness you have to kind of accept or work on, and then it comes all together. Like you start to find like this kind of higher awareness of everything that ever happened to you. So here we have also Romia. Greetings, welcome to the Mother's Day Scorpio full moon reading. And anybody who has who knows this channel only now, there is also, I did Thursday and Friday, I did all star signs full moon Scorpio readings, and I used the same spread. So now we're gonna use this Twinflame full moon in Scorpio tarot spread, but it is used in those readings for every star sign. So you can go into seeing your star sign predictions. Interesting. This is now totally about your intuition, which one you... Sometimes it has happened that all piles are connected, and it's kind of weird that they tell the story in a different way. It's like this kind of metaphor, like kaleidoscope. You just switch the kaleidoscope different angle and you get a different version of the same story. Let's see what the spirits want to show us. Let's the show begin. So first thing, I think we're gonna read immediately through because it's a starting point. Eihwaz is element of air. It's connected to the Odin deity in Norway, and it's connected to the Yggdrasil, the world tree. Balance, enlightenment, death, the tree of life, and endurance. Animal is honeybee and snake. We have a snake on the table. If somebody's like, what is the snake doing? Because currently we are having like a snake year. So it's symbolizing whole year. I have the snake on the table as well. I have this cranny on the table because I have this kind of hermit year decoration on. In Tarot, number 9 year, it is the number 9 year, is connected to hermit. So we are currently living hermit year and the snake year. Going in is a theme. Shedding skin and going deeper than normally, it's also kind of whole theme, whole year. But let's see this. Tarot is Hanged Man and the Tower. Astrology, Sun in Scorpio, Moon in 2nd house, Pluto and Mars. Very Scorpio related. If you pick this pile, you are completely like in tune with these energies. Even the Pluto is now in retrograde. There's said to be some kind of like a shake up with, as Pluto is really power, sex, all this kind of darkness. What does it mean when Pluto is retrograde? It's kind of interesting. Can be like some darkness come to a light even. This rune symbolizes the you whose food is strong and yet extremely flexible. Bows were in past made of the wood of this tree. Url, the Norse god of archery, is associated with this yew tree, as well Odin in Norse mythology. The yew tree is called Yggdrasil, the world tree that connects the world of the living with the world of the dead. Very Scorpio-like. A yew tree can be well over 3,000 years and is one of the most poisonous trees in the world. It is considered as a symbol of eternal life that can overpower death. According to legend, Odin hung in one of the branches of Yggdrasil in search of wisdom and knowledge. It's really like a hangman energy here. Indeed. He is said to have spent 9 days and 9 nights in this way before discovering the runes from the trunk of the yew tree. So it's like the runes were discovered like this. Eihwaz stands for light and shadow. One can't exist without the other. Eihwaz is a powerful protecting rune, which represents great strength of resistance and determination. Nice. Then now we see this kind of twin flame connection already with this card. So we have adventure fight. I'm gonna read a little bit later this maybe. Let's see, the couple energy is this. Okay, lead. So we have an emperor here. This is usually connected to Aries. Anyway, in my mind, and I've seen this before in my reading, it's really like the Arwen from the Lord of the Ring. And this is of course kind of the elf king. So it's like Arwen is going with the white horse, like, oh, the shadows are coming. So interesting. And then we have this Herbanovich connecting to Taurus season a little bit here. The couple, the hold stones, those are actually very witchy. So now before we go into these cards, I think I leave this to the last to still read the wisdom of this after this reading. This we read now. What this hold stone should tell. I know this is really like a witch related usually. 64. Oh no, what is this number? No, 34. I'm like, my eyes go bad. Okay. So this is now one card for this season. Hold stones, particularly those serendipitously found in the woods or during a countryside stroll, are valued as excellent tools for fairy sighting. Simply peer through the stone's aperture, and with a bit of patience, you may catch a glimpse of a fairy. Another way to invite fairies into your life is to leave a small, wild, and uncultivated space, whether in the garden or in a spot on the balcony. Among flowers and butterflies, the fairies will come to visit and will silently thank you. This card invites you to explore beauty, learn to see it around you. Anyway, this is really, which it is usually also this kind of akankivi. You can hang it in your neck, of course. But let's start this reading. We are gonna see those card position. Gonna look at this wisdom later. And in this reading, I take some verified card with the mini tarot and as well current feelings of person. So this is all connected. Like if you pick a pile, it's like all coming for you then. So you and a twin flame now, whoever you are, this is you and your twin flame. Let's call in this twin flame reading. And twin flame. Then we have the shadow between you both. What is that? It's kind of like here, escaping the shadows. Then we have how to heal the shadow. It's almost like this will fall into this leader side. Maybe taking responsible leadership of the shadow is the theme even. This is here. And path to bright future. Card number 1. Wow. Interesting. We started this whole reading showing the King of Cups. And now the Mother of Water came. So the theme is very similar. Heartfelt. Wow, the bee came here. Was it mentioned here in this rune? I have a bee like a watching me outside. Interesting. Okay, it's also very spring, but what are the odds? Anyway, this is Queen Bee, of course, in a sense also that she is really like a heartfelt Queen of the Hearts. Queen of Water, making water here, like a rainmaker. That's the one twin flame. And okay, let's cover immediately this one. So twin flame, wow, is showing still the element of water, but it's like a page of cups. I have usually seen this card like a Sandman card, like a very dreamy card, like in the classic tarot. Very young. This could be the age difference. Twin flame connection is often that there is an age difference. In this case, the woman will be older than the man. So it will be like younger than the man here, because this is all opposite. But this is typical in the twin flame connection that there is an age difference. Maybe I should show where is this classic tarot. These characters. Anyway, the same suit. They are emotional both. Emotional. Nice. I was today at the beach. It's like, this is really like a beach looking person, this page of twin flame. Did I pass the mother already? Okay. Kind of like this is totally the mother. Is this a Mother's Day? This is totally the mother. We got the mother immediately in this Mother's Day reading. I want to show the classic tarot card because it's really like a here. So we got this is the twin flame connection. Very romantic. It's like kind of lucky person because it's just drinking something on the beach and then, I mean, kind of lucky. Who is happy to get a fish in the cup? But it's kind of like the fish is dropped from maybe from the bird, But fish is symbolizing the subconscious mind, so there is kind of getting connected with this kind of subconscious very much. But here, yes, she keep the lid on the cup. She doesn't want to have any fish there. But it's almost like a little baby, this mechanical cup here. But it's beautiful, like a emotional couple. So anyway, this is the couple dynamic. Let's read from the original deck now. Where did I put that book? Here. The mother showed up on the Mother's Day. It's nice to see that. So, yes, Parant Sharma, hello, dear shadows, welcome. And we have here one twin flame is the Queen of Cups. Mother of Water brings down the rains. She nourishes the relationships and feelings that are needed for life to flourish. Then we have this as a twin flame. The element of water lets you know that there are plenty of emotions involved in the situation. Anything could happen and any one of them can turn from positive to negative at a moment's notice. You will have to manage things carefully, but if you do, you will generate a lot of useful energy. So this is like a bit more like this is very mature queen and a woman, and here is this kind of teenager style, young dreamer. Like anything can happen. They can become a fish in the cup, even like there is like anything can happen. You never know. And here is like the queen is on the beach too. They are both on the beach. A beach story of love. Eric did say, oh hello. Yes, and if I guess many of you noticed that there was also already all star signs reading for full moon Scorpio. So this is just while reading for that. Let's now read those couple cards. So these are representing these people. So, emotional king, adventurous, heartfelt woman. Here, go a little bit more deeper in these cards. I wanted to offer you a chance to go look deeper in this reading. Yeah, listen, I almost missed it, but it is there. It's available. Only thing is that I do this extensive reading and I put them in the membership usually on the next day of the full moon. So they are available still until Tuesday. So you can still watch your star sign. The adventure fight. Answer the call to adventure. You'll never know what's possible if you don't take the risk. This is a pioneering moment. In order to chart where you're going and empower the path making, you must know your place, woman. And that place is everywhere. Only when you know your deservedness and embody your inherent value can you move with the confidence and radiance required to create your own adventure. Stop fearing the trail and start blazing it. Be loyal to the visions in your head and the longing of your heart. Trust your intuition to guide you to the next right thing for you. Even when you can't see the entire part or explain it to a mind of logic, it is time to stop looking for the footprints of those who have gone before you. Don't settle for how it's been for others. Place your own trail. So really this kind of Arwen style. She became eventually also queen. She was here more like a maiden style, like daddy's girl, but it's kind of showing like time to be this kind of rainmaker. Even the Arwen was totally, this is totally Arwen type, because she was having this kind of moment to fight the shadows with the river. So there was a huge amount of water coming. Even here is this water connection. This is kind of Arwen type here. Elf queen. In power of the emotions. Then we have for the man, this king card. Let's read about that. Guide, prioritize, act, structure, effort, and reason. In matters of the heart, it's very heartfelt reading. The energy of this card can both help and hinder. Examine the role that you play in your relationships. Do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship, or do you follow the other person? If you lead, are you forcing your will on the other person? If you follow, are your own needs being met? A solid relationship involves give and take, lead and follow. There has to be an even exchange of energy, and this is true for a relationship. This card reminds you to guide, not dominate. Such a nice thing that there is this kind of similar colors here, like this is almost a king's shadow visible here in this card. This card focuses on the intellectual rather than the emotional side of the relationships. How is the relationship serving those involved? If a relationship is to be healthy and strong, everyone's needs must be met. There has to be sufficient structure and order so that each person knows the boundaries. Each person must make the relationship a priority and put effort into making it strong. And finally, the decisions made in and about the relationship must be based on sound reasoning rather than pure ego. If you are looking for a romantic relationship, are you actively searching or are you hoping someone will simply show up in your life? This is a card of action, of being proactive, not reactive. Take the lead, network, make yourself available. Affirmation: I ensure that my relationships are healthy and that each person's needs are met. Emperor. So, powerful twin flame. This is a king and a queen and the king on the table. This crown chakra is also having the same energy, really royal, being a guru and a leader and not fall to be egotist. So interesting. Let's go forward. We're gonna see now, tada, what is the shadow between this king and queen? Oh wow, Earth. 10 of Pentacle. Wow, it's really like you are in this planet Earth. don't be like thinking that you are in somewhere in the universe. You are in this planet, and that's your kingdom. And it's here as a shadow. So what about the world? Let's little short. This I'm warning you. This is gonna be a long reading because the cards are so much full of information. Maybe we get somewhere here. We had already a world tree starting this reading, and now we have a world. So interesting symbols here. Maybe the situation in the world, something is happening, is influencing. I'm always afraid, like, if there would be another COVID or another war, like, people cannot travel anymore. Like, this is so, like, this adventure is definitely, person is, like, moving somewhere, like, freely. And is this, like, a world is getting more closed? This is the shadow between you. So this is a full day, actually. As we noted before, the world seems solid and firm to us, but it is really moving quite quickly in a number of different ways all at once. Probably the most notable one is the Earth's rotation on its axis, causing the experience of day and night. The division of our time on this planet into lightness and darkness is also one of the most persistent and common metaphor, yin and a yang, which are talking about twin flame connection. It's usually really strong yin and a yang, and now it's talking about the day and night here. Everything carries a seed of its opposite. The night sky has the moon, which reflects the sun, the orb of the day. The day casts shadows, seeds of night under the sun. And yet there is a sense of eternity, for the stars shine always, whether we see them or not. The combination of opposites reminds us that there is a time for everything: work, play, sleep, activity and rest, planting and sowing, giving and receiving. Sometimes we play one role, sometimes another, but always and eternally, whether we notice or not, the god and goddess shine and flow through it all. 10 of Earth denotes a special awareness of the balance of time. There is an appropriate time and place for what you want to do. Right now, you're able to tap into the universal flow and know exactly what time is. Honor what you know to be true and practice patience, and you may be tempted to move ahead of time. Or as you may be tempted to move ahead of time. Yes, that is the thing. Like, patience is a virtue. When you are ruling a kingdom and cultivating anything, things take time to grow. Yin energy is completely incubating. Like even a chicken knows it. You have to sit on the egg, that egg to become a little chick. Like, you cannot expect things to happen like this. Like, there is all the seasons, all things takes time. And for some reason in this union, the patience is tested in many ways. And maybe it's emotionally tested even, because these emotions are very high here. So, and emotions are connected to seasons kind of. Here, interestingly, this looks really like autumn season, very autumn season both. So maybe there is a lot of indeed tears even. Autumn is all about like water, rain. But okay, let's see now the healing. What is the healing card? Okay, we have Earth again. Very Taurus-like reading going on, like Taurus season. So 10 of Earth, now the healing is actually 8 of Earth, and that is a work. So working hard is not bad. But this is connected to winged creatures, air creatures, but it's all about networking, I would say. Let's have a shorter meaning of this. This is how you heal the shadow. The 8 of Earth asks you to reach higher, stretch further, and dream bigger. Whatever it is you are attempting, it is not even close to what is potentially possible. Slow off whatever baggage is holding you earthbound. Make yourself as light as possible by letting go of doubts and focusing on what you know is possible. Okay, so you can soar higher and have like wings. Almost like this kind of publicity. What is it? What is this drink? Give you wings. But you are supposed to be kind of finding like possibly really like work on the relationship even. It's good. It's healing. And understand this kind of polarity. Okay, now this is the path to a brighter future. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are the odds that these cards appear? Come on. This is a love card. So there is definitely love here. And it's definitely celebrated. And there is definitely wings. There is the dough. It's like a marriage. Oh my god. I think you have really be like, stay committed. You will arrive here in the paradise. We are in Paradise19, but you this pile is just in the high fly state. It's like whoa. Okay. Funny. We are having a love story here. We are having a twin flame reading, and what we got here? Love. It seems that so many of various pantheons have complicated stories and relationships, but none more so than the Greek and Roman divinities. And as we know, love and romantic relationships are extremely complex. So it is fitting that Aphrodite and Eros, or Venus and Cupid, if you prefer the Roman names, adorn this card representing love. And how this was like younger, it's really like these are even the Aphrodite and Cupid already here. This is like a Aphrodite and Cupid. Here we start and here we end up. Or we continue. The theme goes on. Where is it? Interestingly, Aphrodite is also associated with wars and illicit affairs, both of which seem to occur when love goes wrong. Aphrodite is not a simpering goddess who fawns over any male she wishes to attract. Instead, she is completely herself. She values and cares for herself. Her strength and confidence are compelling and attractive. The Two of Water promises a romantic, loving relationship. Two people involved will be quite enthralled with each other. Being so wrapped up in their own little world, they may neglect other things for a while. This is totally that energy here. This, especially if there is one, is this kind of Page of Cup, is completely like just, what do I got here? Like it's just totally like obsessed about this cup. Like, oh my god, what is this fish? It's like just talking to a fish, getting a bit crazy. But anyway, this also is holding this cup. Is kind of like drinking it up, the love. They're always drinking it up in these cards. Time to enjoy. We are definitely having here a beautiful omens. Okay. So shadow is only about this kind of day and night. Like maybe the time zone is even different. They live on the other side of the planet, possibly. This is also could be true for some people. Like when somebody wakes up, it's somebody go to sleep. Could be that problem here. But then flying, maybe somebody has to fly to some person to meet it. These are migrating birds here also. So But anyway, it has to be connected to work too. Like, don't forget that you have to kind of be king in your world, or queen. So there is hello ma'am, Aditi Tapar is asking, maybe you are new. So this is a pick-a-pile reading, and in this pick-a-pile reading, I promise in the end it's a long reading, let's admit, but this is now first pile, and after the third pile I take anybody's question, but you have to be here. I sometimes pick a question somebody left already. I do that sometimes, but it's much more nicer if you are here when you ask the questions. You have to just wait. But you are allowed, of course, this YouTube live, you're allowed to co-create with me, and that can be fun. This pile is getting pretty amazing. Now we see the Scorpio transformation. So we have full moon in Scorpio, and this couple, in this couple unity, what is the Scorpio transformation? I have previously shown it in the star sign. Now it's like, okay, is this now is to do with this couple, the pile. So love alchemy, I feel that there's two. Okay, and then last but not least, Pluto oracle. Again, it's gonna give me two. Okay, maybe they both have their shadow. We have to show it. So first one, okay, 13 awareness. Interesting. It's almost like a date now. Full moon is happening. Full moon in Scorpio is happening actually 12, but some people live in the different side of the world, and it's happening also in the 13. So it's kind of timely. This is now the starting point. Scorpio transformation. Let's read this. Awareness. Yes. So mugwort is a plant, aids dream work and develops, integrates and controls psychic abilities. Moonstone enhances extraordinary awareness. There are whole worlds that are unseen by ordinary awareness. You have the capacity for extraordinary awareness. Work on developing your psychic skills and pay close attention to your dreams. Things are not always as they seem, and you will need all your senses, physical and metaphysical, in order to move forward. Affirmation. I pay attention to the whole world. This is very interesting that the shadow is this whole world. What is happening in the world that is influencing this couple? Something is. I pay attention to the whole world, the seen and the unseen. I look below appearances and see the truth beneath. I continually strengthen my seeing skills. I have also content of how to be psychic if you are interested. It's possible to study that. I have studied that since 2022, so already 3 years I've been in this kind of psychic academy. But let's see, go forward. So this one is a Scorpion, and now we got these two. So we got the lead and we got the calcification. So we got these two cards. These are kind of long stories. I think I have to promise to read this text. That's why I have to take two, but sometimes it's important. Again, this black and white yin and yang is very evident here. So there's really some twin flame polarity going on here. Maybe the other twin has a dark hair, other one blonde. Like there's really something about the light and dark, very extreme. This okay, 20. So density, weight, Saturn. Lead is the first metal. Its properties are heavy, dense, and unwaveringly steady. It is often perceived as the metal that initiates the entire alchemical drive to turn what is base lead into what is noble gold. It correlates to the planet Saturn and its love of rules and structure, which is totally this kind of daddy person here. This rules and structure is important in whatever leading things as a king. On one hand, this card implies a fixed position or burden that may be weighing down the work. On the other hand, lead can arrive just in time to ground a situation to bring an alchemist back to the humble beginnings. Either way, the presence of lead is sobering. We cannot ignore it. The impatient alchemist may be discouraged to see it in the laboratory as it reminds us of how far we have to go. Approach this card with reverence for the ongoing process. So there's some difficulties, maybe, possibly that the people have a big distant relationship. It's a big polarity as well. And there is something that it's this is a bright path future, but yeah, how easy is to have that quality time. It would be nice. this is the spirit see this. People should have that moment. Calcification. Laverne can say hello, my lady. Yes, this is a pile reading, pile number 1, and we are going all the piles until the end, and then I get some free questions. But you can always co-create and leave comment this. You can say your comment how you feel about these cards. So somebody has picked this pile. It's very, very lucky in the sense of like there's a king and a queen. So much love. Just difficult maybe to have some kind of middle ground. There's something about like even interesting. Like this is 10. It's not showing the X as usually it's a 10, but here is XX. It's totally like the 10 is double. This is really, and this was about darkness and light. There is totally that here, and that's your shadow in a relationship. Shadow and light, extreme shadow and light. Anyway, calcification is the second card of love alchemy. Heat, fire, desire. Calcination is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. How does calcination begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into a robust flame. On a psychic level, this stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified. Perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous changemakers if the heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcination is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. Wow, the flame initiates sacred change and eventually the phoenix rises. And now we go to the phoenix card because this was showing the Scorpio transformation from Scorpio, eagle, and then phoenix. And this was already like phoenix. Let's see. Now the phoenix is hermit crab. Interesting. And a doe. And who we have already here? We have a very doe-like card here. So the doe is coming again. Very peacemaking purity symbol. But you got 2 phoenix cards. Maybe somebody is a Cancer in this union. Just grab. And doe, what is that symbol of the, at least in the Ace of Cups. Maybe it's also water sign. All water sign going on here. Hermit crab. Phoenix moment. So this is a Scorpio transformation. Yes, lovers say Aries in the building. So yes, cool. This is an Aries card here. Maybe this is your pile. You tuned in rightly. The man in this relationship is having like Aries card. So interestingly, there is a fire, of course. Yes, well, of course. So now this is the Phoenix moment in this love twin flame connection. Necessary withdrawal, introspection, exploration of the inner landscape and growth. Very Cancer qualities. Anyway, this is, we have 2 of them now. The tiny hermit crab scuttles along the ocean floor, ready to strike out and explore the surrounding environment. Despite its name, this crustacean isn't much of a hermit. That said, thanks to a trusty seashell home, this busybody knows when it's time to retreat inside. When the energy of the hermit crab has arrived in a reading, a certain withdrawal from the outside world is imperative. This card is a call to explore our inner landscape in search for answers, rather than to search for them in an outside source. When we are growing, we often reach a milestone in our journey that requires us to take a step back and pose questions to ourselves. If we rely too heavily on the opinions of others, these influences can drown out our own inner voice. To remain true to ourselves, a certain amount of alone time is required to let that voice have room to speak up. For those of us who commit to the spiritual journey in a serious way, the energy of this card probably feels familiar. As much as we can learn from others, the spiritual part is ultimately one we walk alone. Carve out some time for yourself and see what wisdom rises to the surface. You might surprise yourself. Yes, I still read the future reflection. We all possess the potential for spiritual gifts. Unlike in the movies, however, the message we receive from spirit through these psychic senses are incredibly subtle, almost a whisper. Sometimes we are present enough to grab hold, and other times the message passes us by. Many mediums and psychics know this and spend as much time as they can away from screens and the countless distractions and noise of everyday life. Now is the time for you to learn the value of silence. When you cut out the static of everyone else, what inner wisdom and extrasensory experiences make themselves known. It's showing you the seashell, very again like related to the cup energy, and of course Cancer or Pisces or Scorpio, water signs. Here we have Prasant Sharma, shadow sister result. Please, what my result be? I'm having so much pressure, my head is bursting. Okay, later we can look fast at this, but I think Spirit has been very like encouraging you. So knowing this, that you would have this kind of angel crew behind you, I think you shouldn't worry. If you pick this pile, this is very promising, and it was also saying that you heal any shadow by working hard. So it is always like that. It's good to take action. It definitely give you results. But choice is also in the love card. Is like who is that love choice? It's very important choice. There is with the people we meet. Sometimes there is reason, season, or lifetime, and we go wrong when we think that the lifetime is with every single person we think as a love interest. Sometimes it's just a reason that they came to show us, teach us. But Twinflame reading now is here to say like this would be your really like a love story here going on. And we have a doe here that is also visible here as a last Phoenix card. Doe. This is getting very long again. But I really enjoy kind of like a investigating this kind of love alchemy. What is happening? Yeah, at the end I can help you. Yes, we can have a little preview. But I think June is not so far away. But yeah, indeed you are like getting a little bit restless. It's important exam. Doe is about receptivity, birth, and beginnings. Perhaps the gentlest of all creatures, the doe moves in silence and serenity. She's at one with the world around her, drinking in each sound, movement, and disturbance, especially those so minuscule they are virtually undetectable to human senses. Her receptive nature enables her to navigate the surrounding environment with precision. If Doe energy is present in your reading, you too would be wise to observe, process, and receive. A bit like this is a different way of turning inwards, while here is like having this kind of grace and able to observe, process, and receive. There may be many things in your life that are shifting, a new cycle is being born, a new beginning is emerging. Whatever this fresh start means for you, welcome it with the gentleness and serenity of the Doe. It is likely the cycle of death that precedes this moment was an intense, maybe even dark one. and take heed of its necessity, though especially if the white tail is also present in this reading. Something else. Now, as the light returns to overtake the darkness, be open to receiving it. Further reflection, we have this kind of candle picture. I have to read it because maybe it's very like a holy stuff coming now. If you ever cross paths with a deer in nature, you know how sensitive they are to even the slightest disturbance in the environment, be it a sound, smell, or sight. You also know how quick they are to flee the scene. Sometimes opportunities are also fleeting, and if we aren't ready to act when they present themselves, we can miss out. However, there is also value in knowing when to let something simmer for a while to reveal its true nature. Which of this is necessary now? I can definitely tell you, like when you are developing your psychic skills, what it gives to you, it gives you like a dexterity, mental dexterity, like you are noticing stuff very fast. I have really weird stuff has happened to me. Like I was just biking on a road, and I just like a little tiny ring on a floor. I still saw it. It was like a heart-shaped ring, and I have sometimes wear it here in this reading. It's like half light and half red, like a kid's ring. But I was biking in full speed, and still I stopped to pick that ring. Like that's how psychics are. I mean, it's kind of chaotic and crazy, but you notice everything. It's just like you are so much sensing everything. Like nothing passes by that is meant for you. So it's very good in a opportunity wise. Like maybe is not the most valuable ring, but for me, I was inspired by this because it was like a light and love ring, and it's somewhere still here. Anyway, so this was your reading, but one more thing. Somebody is waiting this kind of current feelings of a person. This part 2. We are looking into the love box, and we are getting here close eyes, current feelings of your person, what they are feeling about you. And this would be forever reading this. These are kind of, there are also negative emotion. Not everything is positive, but what we see here, let's see. Oracle of love. Wanting to know what is going to happen, wanting to feel secure, missing you, wanting to be close, scared of losing you. So somebody is consulting the oracles, like my readings, to know what's going with the person. Then your heart still works. It's very heartfelt. This whole thing is like very heartfelt. This is the part forward and the future. So I mean, like, come on, there's like a love really much. And the age gap in the twin flame union helps to balance the masculine and feminine energies within themselves. Younger twin may help older twin to be more vulnerable and express more with emotion, while older twin flame can encourage the younger twin to develop confidence and decisiveness. This is good for personal growth of each twin. So there was clearly an age difference in this connection. I showed them. It would be, in this case, if it is true, it's like a woman is older than a man, and they look like this. But something is happening on the beach. I was also today at the beach, but yeah, just saying. Then happy Valentine's Day, I love you, I can't stop thinking about you. And mystery to be solved. 225511114488336699. 6 senses open about something great that is going to happen between you and your person. This connection is mind-blowingly beautiful and rare. Wow. There is still this kind of mystery element even I'm telling you, like, this is very fated twin flame union. This is the part forward, they're gonna meet. But when? That's the mystery maybe. If they have not already met. Who is here? Laverne Korkane. Is there witchcraft over me or on my marriage? This could be a very interesting reading to do. Sometimes I have a feeling if I go into some dark energies, I have to protect myself also. I mean, I have a current protection, even a bracelet from a church. It's like I have some protection, but if there is any dark thing, the person looking into the chaos knows very well that the chaos looks back at you. So sometimes it can be a little bit risky to look in some really dark situations, but it has happened to me that I was trying to look in some very dark thing and then start to come ice rain and stuff, and my phone went completely gaga, and like, you know, I have seen this happen, so I'm like, it can be like out of nowhere comes a storm. So looks like then it's not meant for me to look in those things. I start to get the message like, oh my god, that reading was actually cancelled. Like it was a Pisces reading once, and it was completely going frecket. So something was very wrong with some Pisces relationship. Oh my god. So here we go for the next one. This was a very high energy vibe deck, and it was based on the crystals. This here. And now the snake wanted to come here. Wow, let's keep it here. Let's keep it here. We have currently a snake here. The snake is here for the Twinflame connection. Let's see what's going on. It's next third eye chakra. And Venus on the table is a protection 524. Very interesting. We start with the rune Mannaz. This is like I have decided for this year that we are kind of whole year learning these runes while I use them in my reading. It's a little lecture always. That's why these readings get so long, even because I'm reading this stuff. But I feel like I'm like a book person. I love stories, and we're kind of missing this kind of campfire style of culture. So if I'm telling you some fairy tales or stories, sometimes it can be nice to listen. This is now about the Mannaz rune. Connect to the mankind. Alphabet M, element air. It's also connected to Odin, but also some Mimir and Heimwadal. Symbol is mankind and Ask and Embla. It's about togetherness, individuality, and friendship. Animal will be Koshhavk. And then, yeah, it's also connected to society, cooperation, and help. Tarot is a Hierophant, the Magician, and the Wheel of Fortune. Astrology, Sun in Aquarius, Moon in the 4th house, and Jupiter. This today is a Jupiter reading. We are having in the Divine Comedy, somebody's new here, following this book, and in the Paradise, Dante is always going to another planet. So we, in the last episode, we went, in 18th episode, we went to Jupiter, and now we are in the Jupiter planet, and this rune is also connected to Jupiter. It's very positive omen, feel of fortune thing. Mannaz means mankind. Here everything revolves around the human being. Closely linked to this is our own destiny. With every decision we make, we either move towards our destiny or away from it. Whether we follow our destiny in the course of our life or not is something that everyone decides for themselves. There will be lessons to master, but in the end, fulfillment awaits us, so it will be worth it. And Mannaz embodies one's inner self in the context of a divine lineage. We all have a connection to a higher power, only very few know how to use it. It is therefore the divine within us which we can form a connection. There is an intelligence within us that we can access when we open our inner eye, third eye. In some cases, this can also mean a bond with our partner with whom we form a symbiosis or very close person. That is why Mannaz also stands for the unification and a ritual of blood brotherhood. Some beings belong together, they complement each other and are also bound to each other and therefore dependent on each other. Lastly, the unity of the both hemispheres at the brain can also be considered as decisive. Only when these two work together, the human being achieves his and her highest potential. Yes, and in this kind of psychic studies that I made, and I can also teach you, it is really how to manage your left and right side brain. Right side brain is, of course, this creative brain, but it's interesting how there are some meditation you can make to activate this kind of right side brain. You can always talk about it like a third eye opening, that you connect your heart and mind, but this right side brain is very key for that. You have to kind of like allow that stillness in your body for first to feel the messaging from your body. That is the right side brain information, and of course heart is the king of the body. So yeah, the heart is important here, not just brain alone. It's kind of like a machine. We need the emotions, we need the fuel, the blood. So let's go. So now I felt like this Laverne Koshane is the witchcraft over on my marriage. It's very fitting to this pile. But I read this pile. I have a snake on the table. I have all this kind of element that it's already like a twin flame union, like a protection. This question could be a good thing to get after this reading if you're still here after this reading. Anyway, just say. So the Venus in this one is this. And the masculine is moving on. So somebody on the beach, walking, pondering. And your Hermanovich card is Helichrysum, interesting card actually, because this plant grows on the beach as well. It's really like a beach is a liminal place. Protection fight. We're gonna read this a little bit later. I start reading this. You're gonna see this Twinflame reading. This one first. Get a little introduction. Where I put that booklet again. Really like a Swedish chef, always like putting these booklets around, so it's a bit like too much action sometimes. Like this, I'm completely autopilot here. Okay, I found. So I think I will get your question a bit later. We're gonna look into it. Helichrysum. Where are you? 44. This makers of this have not put a number here. It is kind of difficult to find just with looking names that are not in alphabetic order. Just say. Helichrysum often appears near the sea, in sunny and arid places, exposed to wind, heat, summer. Its characteristic scent is truly unmistakable. When rubbed between the fingers, it immediately brings us back to August mornings by the sea. This plant is synonymous with gold, both precious and beneficial. Its message for you has to do with something broken that can be fixed. As in the Japanese practice of kintsugi, we cannot forget the fracture, but we can embellish it, make it part of the complete design. Things will not return as before, yet even if it doesn't seem possible to you now, it will be right. I have a feeling like in this reading, I mean, this is a pile reading, but I have a feeling like this answer will come. Varne Koshkan is the witchcraft over me or my marriage. This is some twin flame connection that has some kind of like a fracture inside, and here is also moving on and protection. There is heavy this kind of feeling like something is broken. So in this pile is really that already. Maybe you will get some answer even in this pile reading. Anyway, third eye open. let's figure it out. So this is twin flame reading now. So you and the twin flame. And then the shadow between you both. And how to heal the shadow. For example, if there would be witchcraft in the marriage, how to heal that. And then path of right future. So let's see. Okay, there is King of Pumpkins, King of Pentacles. This would be like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, like earth sign. And then we have Ten of Cups. Okay, this is really showing this kind of possible even end of a relationship. But we are having a twin flame connection. That's how possibly the couple is made, so that this king is very like a good husband and boyfriend, but it could be even formed with somebody who had a heavy heartbreak, like a divorced person, like this person, or in the relationship, these are the current energies. Like somebody is completely depressed, like the bats are taking over. It's feeling like a death. really. It's the end of the relationship. So I mean, it again connects very well to this: is there witchcraft over me or on my marriage? Like this is usually like a stab on the back. It's very feeling like some injustice has happened. Still, the man is kind of good king here. So let's see. It's coming. Can be really heavy, worrying energy here too. Mental. But other star signs, indeed, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra can be much more in the head. Like I'm Gemini too. I know it can be. Sometimes you worry a lot. So anyway, these were showing also that if this is a female, I'm gonna show them now because this looks man. So these are the people. Did I put how many cards I put here? This is the middle. This is now the shadow. Okay, 3 of Wands. The agreements that has been made, possibly work-wise or teamwork. Some team here has created shadow. Maybe you have signed a contract of some kind that whatever binds you to do some work or marriage. Like shadow is some kind of work related deals you had made. Was this what is it? We can verify. Actually, I didn't with the mini tarot previously. I didn't verify, but now maybe we do. How to heal the shadow? We have this. Oh wow, oh wow. We have a interesting dynamic. So we have a hangman and the devil. So we have this kind of very passionate in the sense, but very spiritual too. Devil card is of course Capricorn card again, like linking to this energy here, but can be very heavy worker. Here it's like a mother, a sexy mother with the 3 kids, but here this person is just hanging to wait to see from another perspective, taking the time. But interesting. This question, is there witchcraft over me or my marriage? There is definitely like a devil here in this one, but this is to heal. How to heal the shadow. To face, this is a shadow work card. This is a prompt for shadow work, and this is a prompt that it takes time to heal. So it can be 9 months even, like you have to really like take time out. Maybe something is burning you, like a fire is a fast energy, but this is like burning slowly here on the stake. That's how you heal. You deal it with like a calming down the situation. Then the path to a bright future, temperance. Okay, so if we got the devil here, we got the angel here. So sometimes you can have this kind of devil on your shoulder, angel. Devil, as is a healing thing, can be like this sexiness, even in the marriage. Bring the sexy back, put this cute dress on, add a bit fire and confidence in the marriage. I mean, this is a twin flame union eventually. It's not bad, but here is saying like this kind of balance and balancing heart alchemy is healthy. So being this kind of kitchen witch, like there's a different kind of way to handle things. This is really like burning all the kitchen, and this is like cooking something. Interesting. Path to a bright future. So okay, I verify this a little bit because it's getting hard to understand. Let's show this part of the twin flame. What is going on with this moving on? We're gonna read this card soon. So this looks like the man. This looks like the woman in the twin flame union in this file. We got here 2 cards. What is this number here? Right. Okay, so 8 of Wands. Is it 8 of Wands? Yeah, money is like a momentum. Things are happening. This is really like an active approach here. This is also 8. So again, 8. There's definitely this 8 energy is like a somebody is while this looks really this hangman energy as well. Like you need time out to think about the moving on. Still taking action is really like important part. You cannot come to the conclusion without taking action. So I mean, this is momentum to notice its times and what we are living, like what needs to be done. Maybe some action, whatever needs to be done now that renews this relationship or situation. While here we have a Chariot. In this case, this is a life path. It's a very important card. It's almost like a woman sitting on the therapist. This is also action card. But this is like, yeah, it looks like a woman sitting on therapist. Maybe you need in this Twinflame union, looks so much depression, looks so much darkness. And the shadow work prompted, I would say that the kind of family therapy or singular psycholog visit might be good. But this is taking, again, action and having a willpower to go forward, even is like a marathon. So here looks like it would be very healthy to talk to somebody, like a psycholog. And let's see this shadow still, because the shadow is, what is this devilish agreement here? What happened? This is like somebody is just like always working. Sexy night. This is a builder night also, and this is a building in the church. I think this man is very busy. Is building the kingdom, is very busy, is like, it's as a positive side, it's like a sexy, it's builder, it's going the horse, let's do this. But maybe the task have been like a very work oriented. Can be disappointing to woman that there is not quality time, there's not this other love language. Like even man is like, I'm giving the bread to the table. The woman is like not appreciating that, would like to have a more romance. Now is seeing the psycholog who is understanding here. But how about this healing? What is this hangman and woman? Wait. What is that? Okay, another knight. This is the Knight of Pentacle. This is a, yeah, talking about how things are growing slowly. This knight, it's the wise one, like a farmer type, who knows that it takes time to grow the crops, get the results, and it's just like this kind of ground earth farmer type, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, earth sign. So there is that. Here in the farmer fields there is this hangman, but anyway, this is also taking time. And what about, I got these two cards here. What about this shadow work devil? What is that here? Six of, okay, this is nostalgic, lost innocence. Indeed, sometimes it can be hard if like this is Scorpio card, Six of Cups. It is nostalgic. Even the Mother's Day card in the sense in tarot, like the person is giving flowers to the mother, but there is maybe some innocence has been lost, and it's all about work. Things have become all about these duties, task maker. It's normal in the family of kids. Like you just start to talk about like who will wipe the ass of the baby or whatever. Like do we have enough pampers? Like it get too much that it kills the sexy romance of the relationship. So that's the healing. Is maybe to look to that lost innocence, and then know that things take time. Manu, say hi. Hey. So yes, let's this get very long now. So now we know. Let's part for future. I wanna still verify this like a pride part future for this. Okay, interesting. Teacher. So if this is angel, here we have a spiritual leader. So understanding who can be your spiritual guides, can be in the angel world, spirit world, or like kind of potions, whatever, somebody's love alchemy making it happen. But here is a teacher and kids. So looking for this kind of spiritual guidance that would be like a fitting. Even here, it was already showing that this woman would be benefit of a psycholog visit. So if this Twinflame is really taking serious, like this is it, she is gonna do the shadow work. She is gonna like it's really look like in the female side there is something here. Okay. Now, yes, we're gonna read these cards because these are the advice for the Twinflame also. 8 is repeating in this side. Really momentum cards. Something is there. Can be an angel number 288. I have noticed interesting thing that sometime in my reading the length of the video creates a number and it can be an angel number. It's just kind of weird, but it happens. Where is that word? I cannot see it. Is this green is cups, 8 of cups. I was all time thinking about it once. I don't know. This is the ones. Okay, this is the 8 of cups, yes. Yes, 8 of cups. It's also in the page number 111. It's kind of, when the numbers are repeating like that, it is kind of meaningful. This side of a man is always like 88, 111. These kind of numbers are repeating. Change, cycle, stagnation, authenticity. Change is a necessary part of the natural world. This is also true of relationships. As a person evolves, so much a relationship or it will stagnate. This card is a reminder to examine your current relationships to see if they still feel your soul and help you grow. Are you staying in a relationship because it seems okay and there's no real reason to end it, but you feel like something is missing? Do your relationships have a substance and bring you joy? Are you able to be your authentic self in the relationship? This card suggests that it may be time to walk away in some respect. This can be an actual ending or a relationship or simply taking a break to soul search. This is your time. Give yourself the space and permission to determine what you need and what you want, and then decide if it can be found in the current relationship as it exists now. If not, it may be that important time to make some essential changes. Anyway, this man is showing really like a good king and a boyfriend and a husband. And we have this woman here in the Twinflame union, 26, 24. This could be even like they are in the different relationships currently and they are just coming together. But there's really this teaching component here, path future. Somebody is teaching and giving a lecture. Maybe it's part, because this is angel, this is Sagittarius card. Maybe there is really some spiritual lesson going to learn something about that. All these horses are like, it's looking in that direction and this is like slowly moving there. This part future is definitely have some guidance. Or teacher, that you become a teacher. This is like a really spiritual leader, divine guidance. This is time for discretion. Whether you are working on a new project, idea, vision, or harboring thoughts of creating a new relationship or business, be careful who you share with right now. Discretion is called for. Hold your enthusiasm close. Guard your treasure. Keep your own counsel at this time. If you are not fostering new, fledgling life right now, the protection fight also serves as a guide for discernment in relationships. Sometimes we get so hungry for connection and approval, we overshare or give away our gifts to folks who are unworthy of our intimacy. This is an invitation to step back and consider how you're sharing. Protect yourself, warrior woman. So somebody has really felt like injustice here. And the only way it looks like here, the spirit is saying like you should kind of go to this kind of therapist. It's really, and then even this kind of whatever school or like teachings is about to a brighter future. So you can always educate more. In this Twinflame union, maybe there is some lesson that they meet in some school, maybe. Now let's see the Scorpio transformation. So this is a long reading. Now we see this current Twinflame union under full moon is Scorpio. It's 2 cards. I don't want to have 2 cards. No, I'm not gonna. I will not read so long. Now you give me only 1 card. These people. Clarity. Okay, this is the cover. Wow. Very Taurus related already, these cards, and this gave me the Taurus full moon in Scorpio reading. Is anybody here looking who is Taurus? There is something here for you, maybe. So, peppermint is a plant, clears the mind, encourages communication between both individuals and groups, and enhances perception. So it's good for this kind of third eye opening to drink peppermint tea. Then fluorite repairs and restructures broken systems. Clarity requires the removal of unnecessary thoughts combined with enhanced perception. Clear your mind of wounds and biases and open to the idea of seeing new connections and fresh ways of thinking. The result will be the ability to make what feels like genius-level decisions, no matter how apparently complex the situation. Affirmation. My mind is clear. Wounds, prejudices, and biases do not influence my responses of my thoughts. I am able to perceive the world around me clearly. Wow. It's really calling for you. Possible, like in this Twinflame union, this one, if it's going to therapy, it's going to remove all these bothering paths, and then it's going to be much more receptive to this kind of love signal that is coming from here. It's really like a momentum is arriving, and clarity is coming. Maybe this is now the Scorpio position. Then we have sacred love alchemy for this couple. This is the eagle position, Scorpio transformation. Now pile number 2. Show me. Ah, not gonna get it. Show me. This one. Wow, the androgyne blue rose. Interesting. Next step. Rebis. It's not ibis, it's rebis. This is 50. What is... I'm always like, what is this L? Is it like, I'm always forgetting, is it like 50 or 30? It's 37? No. 47? No. 57? No. 67? Oh my god, what is this number? Ah, yeah, because there is the X. I'm looking it badly. No, it's 2. Okay, wait. 52, is it? 42. I'm like not able to see this right. Here, 62. Rebis, okay. This is the eagle position. We had an eagle theme today also for this whole Divine Comedy Paradiso19. So this is your eagle card. Creative transcendence, multiplicity, the artist. The androgyne is a deeply revered image in alchemy. Born of Hermes and Aphrodite, Hermaphroditos has been classically depicted as a balanced union of divine masculine, the sun, and divine feminine, the moon. Yet today's alchemist knows the androgyne is far more nuanced than that. It encompasses the infinite spectrum and reveals itself in even-changing, non-binary forms. The divine hermaphrodite defies definition as it is a deeply personal felt experience. Assessing this fluid and enlightened state requires us to slip into the contradictory realm of the senses. Breath by breath, we are drawn into our limbs, our fluids, our orifices, organs, and cells. We let go of rules and labels. Judgment is suspended. The gods are present, as are the creative mysteries of the underworld. For a brief moment, we hold all of our complexities in one loving form. Like a newborn, we know not our name, gender, age, or location. We are the embodied artist, embraced unconditionally by sun and moon. Wow, like a twin flame reading, and now this is like an androgyne moment to come together. The ponder sexuality without language, intimacy without sexuality. Wow. And last but not least is a phoenix for this relationship. It's a long reading, we're already far, but to get this phoenix on the rising, we got here rooster. Morning rooster. It's gonna sing a song. Let's see. So now for pile number 2, the phoenix is rooster dominance. As the male half of this deck's poultry duo, the rooster exhibits incredible dominance. These birds are naturally territorial, aggressive, and in charge. If another rooster enters the flock, the two are quick to battle it out. If rooster energy is at play, you may find yourself being challenged by another alpha and having to assert your dominance. If this card has arrived alongside a hen, then you are in the arena of power plays. Who is in submission and who is dominant? If you are feeling territorial or jealous, ask yourself, why is it necessary for you to stand up for what's yours? Or is this moment to hang back? It's also possible that you are disregarding the boundaries and needs of other people to make sure you are on the top dog. If that's the case, it's time to take a step back and recognize that relationships of all kinds work best where there is mutual respect for each other's autonomy. Just as you don't want to be stepped on, neither does anybody else. Wise thing about being this kind of alpha. Maybe, yeah. The devil is here, definitely called to healing this kind of codependency, dominance things. So you had this knight here on the table twice. Anyway, there is last things coming is the current feelings of a person. So we see. Current feelings of a person, pile number 2. Okay. This can be enough. We have here commitment. Twinflame union, quality time, meeting the one, reunion time together, divine marriage, Mannaz. So this was a Twinflame reading, and now this commitment came true. So if you stay committed, that's actually, it's almost like Spirit want to point out, like this time of 1, 5, okay, is a teacher, master, and spiritual leader, but this is connected to marriage and commitment. Also the traditional values. There's a path to forward, and even this kind of angel was here, blessing. So I think if you have this Twinflame union, commitment is where you get anything done. And in a relationship, I mean, I've committed to my YouTube channel now 3 years, and slowly the results come. I mean, I'm closer to 2,000 subscribers already, and it gives me joy, like things are happening like this. People are interested to see tarot readings, but you have to commit to something to really, you cannot just be interested. So it's been like union, it's really like you really have to commit to this. That's the person is wanting that too. Your heart still works. Okay, again, this card came as in pile number 1. And if there would be this woman feeling really like, oh, life is over, the message of your person will be your heart still works. So the game is not over. So, and again, twin flames channel the energy through healing, teaching, art, or activism into projects that uplifts and inspire the relationship. And the relationship becomes source of strength. And what is here? And they got more unity and purpose that way. Interesting. One more. Only if you have been in the deepest valley can you ever know how magnificent is it to be on the highest mountain. Richard M. Nixon. Wow. So there is definitely the down valley moment here, but it's like only ways up. So if this twin flame union was suffering of some kind of like a separation almost issue, I've heard somebody say like this answer to a lucky marriage is that the word divorce is forbidden. Like you agree that you will not threaten the other person with that word. Like if you make this divine union, like, okay, you are my twin flame, whatever you are, like now marrying this person, we are not gonna put this divorce card on the table ever. Like we're gonna work it out. So somehow like this, just have to help the other person out from this valley moment. And this person has definitely kingly possibilities to do that. So it's like safe union. Okay, now Jessica Kölveka-Poska say greetings, love. Welcome. We are going towards the third pile, but I felt like I got this audience question about the witchcraft. Like this was really like, I felt like here was also a little bit of a doom day for this relationship. Still the message is positive, that there is hope. I'm gonna answer now immediately because it binds to this pile somehow. Is there witchcraft over my or on my marriage? Let's see. So, this is an interesting question. So before we go to pile number 3, sorry about taking that question now, but I think it interests me to if I can help. This reading may be also sort of like the alpha male style arguing of territorial thing can also create like sometimes the polarity is very strong and be a lot of arguments when there is this somebody's like a rooster always wanting to say something, and then the shadow chicken response and there we have marital issues. Okay, okay, so fast I take just looking into the witchcraft question. This is very interesting for me to see. And let's go here, let's go here. Wait. And we start like this. So anybody here now hanging out, this is how I do my readings. I pull always a crystal to start it. So I'm gonna take now question from Laverne Cochrane. Is the witchcraft over my or on my marriage? Let's see what crystal is coming for that. Same. I'm continuing with this deck. So it was indeed that pile number 2 was a little bit like a doomsday marriage, like a Adam's family, whatever is happening here now. So we will see. Is there some what is it? But let's see this kind of witchy card also. What is showing for you as your relationship? These are like the witchy cards. We see this. Okay, 15. This is actually devil card number. Like maybe there is some very passionate issues here, but yeah. Who are these sexy ladies? Okay. Let's see what other cards we could bring to this to show what is happening here. Looks like there is an army of women. Are you married to a very hot guy who is always attracting this kind of people? So, what could I show about this? I'm not used to do this kind of reading, but I think I have to figure it out. Let's have the shadow and the light. We have this kind of oracle to show what's going on here in this marriage. I have used this in my yearly prediction. I don't use often this deck, but I made like a whole year prediction for all star signs. Anybody want to see? This could be, I have a preview of all this year already. It's available. Let's have for this, just to see a little bit more what kind of shadow and light is here in this marriage, Laverne. It is advise and listen. Okay. Listening is a very patient energy, can be very healing, very like a number 2 even here, so it's like a high priestess energy. Tapping into this kind of what is behind the curtain, and it's kind of totally this energy. You're kind of asking even like a little peek in behind the curtain. Maybe in that case I show the shadow and light in your marriage. So we see this kind of two cards, not too long. We're gonna try to interpret, is there witchcraft? This looks a little bit like that. What is the light in your marriage? And what is the shadow? Is shadow. Okay. So the light is justice. The truth should be spoken. So if like justice card is really like a ruled by Venus. It's a beautiful. The truth is very intimate thing. To share the truth in a marriage or relationship is high level of intimacy. And interestingly, while this is number 2, it also could be 11. I don't actually know. Is this actually 11? Did I read it wrong? Because I thought it was immediately number 2, but is this actually 11 as well? Often in the field, everything goes in the same line, same energies. So is this number 2? No, it's number 11. It is actually 11. So again, this is the light. Advise and listen, and justice. Follow your own path and truth, but have a justice. So that this is, okay, let's say I'm bringing justice to you now, like looking into this thing. But the shadow is this 4 of Ghosts. That would be anxiety and depression, even this. Like you have some even spirit giving you advice, but you are like kind of not wanting to listen or hear. Kind of wanting not to see the reality, escaping the fantasy world. It's a shadow in this relationship, aligned with this kind of woman here. Maybe somebody's escaping a little bit, like some issues. Could be then they have some addictions, and that's how they escape the reality. That's the shadow. It can be also procrastination, that you don't get anything done. You are just like paralyzed. Justice would be the light, and it's even here. And now, yes or no card is the witchcraft in your marriage. Have somebody curse somebody? Let's see it with this card. Yes or no for her to answer, to know. Okay, it came upside down, but it's a hermit. What is the upside down meaning? Loneliness, paranoia, isolation, bring reclusive withdrawal, antisocial rhetoric. Very like the shadow. Isolation is not good. I honor my spiritual self. Hermit card. This is actually the year of Hermit, even now, 2025. It's number 9. So going deeper, this listening is even. It's like this is no witchcraft, no. But there is a Chiron even connected to this card, also Virgo, and again third eye. So it is most likely has come some kind of like a cold winter in your relationship, that people start to isolate. They don't feel understood, or that other person listens them possibly. Then there are all this, only one girl. Somebody is going to those sites, like this looks really like this kind of distractions. Can be like what's going on, but it is most likely just isolation that has created this. Like person is just like withdrawing. No witchcraft, but more like addiction issues. Let's verify a little bit more. Let's show in your relationship, your marriage, who you are there. If this would be a twin flame union, because it's a twin flame reading union. Let's see, you and your person. Give you help. 10 of Pentacles. This is actually like a person who is really family oriented, the legacy of it. Yeah, it is. This should be like a big commitment to the marriage, or like a 10 of Pentacles is totally fulfillment moment. And this is again Justice card. Again, 3 times already. 11, 11, 11. This is totally not bad. The person, whoever is this, is there possible a Libra person, because this is a Libra season, the Justice card. But these people are just hanging out on the riverside, having beauty and balance. But now it's really interesting that there's so much this 11 here. It's really what it's trying to tell me. Anyway, 10 of Pentacle and 11 is like this one goes to 11. It's like 10 and 11. They're like a next numbers. Not bad, I would say. Just that its truth has to be spoken at any cost. Or there is a legal procedure. There has to be justice. And who would know, but we are in the Divine Comedy Paradise 19. The planet is Jupiter and planet of justice. And the eagle is even symbolizing the justice. So when I'm doing this kind of Scorpio eagle to Phoenix, the eagle is even a justice symbol. This is totally like that. Now I'm gonna not go any further because this is gonna be totally too long reading. Where did I put that booklet? Yes, let's read that number 11 advice. Maybe sometimes you have the legal case to get this truth. Somebody doesn't want to speak the truth. Like there's somebody, the lies can really destroy a relationship. So what is that? But it could be just some addiction. When someone is experiencing hardships, we often like to offer our support in the form of coming up with solutions for them. However, this rarely makes them feel any better, and likewise, if you are having some issues and people try to suggest solutions, you might feel more agitated. Know the feeling. This is totally this kind of anxiety feeling, like they are around this person and it's just like, doesn't help. It doesn't help. Leave me alone. It's like, leave me alone. That's the energy here now. It's because deep down inside, you have already thought about the different solutions. You already know what action you will eventually take, but right now, you just want to let the painful emotions flow out of you to relieve the pressure and release the pain. For the pain to go away, you want to feel heard. You want people to understand what you're feeling, and you need your feeling to be validated in this vulnerable situation. It is the same for other people too. They might not want to hear your advice right now. They might just want you to listen. This card encourages you to stop and think before you offer a solution to anybody or when you are being offered solutions. When it comes to helping others, think about what they are saying and listen carefully before replying. It's almost like advice for me too. Like this case is people have to really just help themselves also. Like sometimes I cannot do more. Did they ask for advice? Did they ask you to offer any suggestions on how to resolve the issue? Or did they perhaps not ask anything at all? If they didn't ask, it's highly likely that what they need is empathy. If it makes frustrated when other people are trying to help you through giving advice, think about what is it you would like from them and try to express this beforehand so they know how they can best help you. Yes, communication, this isolation thing is definitely, sometimes you go in words, but the truth, this is totally the card of truth. Tell the truth, even it's ugly truth, but it is a form of intimacy to tell the truth, and it brings people together. And so that was that question and answer. Now we go further. Pile number 3. So, where did I put this? Yes. Last but not the least, we have a interesting female here. Are you, Jessica, interested of the killer empathy fight? And the Fool and the solar plexus chakra. So this is the pile number 3 is Venus. The twin flame union 1 is like this. Let's see immediately the other one. The other one is listen again. Interestingly, like how interesting, almost like spirit knew what is coming here, and is if somebody like wanna go further, or the advice, almost like the advice for this person question about the marriage problem, even here would be now the empathy fight. It would be even for that question more answer. So for Laverne Kohane, this is also maybe for you. Listen, going deeper, but this is a high priestess card. So even this is showing the divine twin flame union. this goes to the masculine card. Okay. Then we have this Herpanovich is the shoot. We read that first. Very spring-like energy. The shoot. Where is that? Every shoot has a choice ahead of it. Is it the right time to open up and become something else, or should I still wait? Practicing the observation of the bud or shoot includes an internal reflection. Ask yourself if this is your time to bloom or if you need more time to prepare. A bud is akin to an egg, perfect, open to what lies ahead, ready to be born to new life. Take inspiration from this energy. Wait for the right moment, the one you feel in harmony with your internal rhythm. Listening kind of empathically what is the right moment. Then we have this Fehu rune. It is alphabet F, Didi, Frigg, Freya, and symbol herd, cattle, and livestock. Interpretation: prosperity, wealth, abundance, success, security, fertility. And animal will be wild boar, snake, and hawk. Tower, the tarot is the Tower and the Magician. Astrology: Sun in Aries, Moon in the 7th house, and Mercury and Aries. Fehu promises returns through work done and creative ambitions realized. Fehu calls for the appreciation of hard work and profit. Fehu stands not only for material wealth but abundance, but also for spiritual wealth. And Fehu represents also the concept of money makes more money. On a spiritual level, Fehu refers to the process of creativity, abundance, and prosperity of the soul. Very, very like abundant things. Now I think we start immediately. Try to make it faster, this one. Twinflame reading for pile number 3. Who is excited? Altavar is here. Hi mom, can you please do a personal reading? I did one personal reading now. Let's see if I have time to do it now. I just took Laverne Kokhane's question, but now we are pile number 3. So let's see. I'm showing you a Twinflame connection now. You and your Twinflame. Okay, you get 2 here. Then we have what is this here doing? It just left to the table. So I think this is already shadow position. I have to accept it because even if it's accidental, sometimes it just wants to come. So let it be. Now we saw another shadow in this Twinflame union. Then how to heal the shadow. How to heal it. So 2, and then path to a bright future is this. Okay, again 2. Oh my god. So much. Okay, Twinflame is 10 of Pentacle. And Hermit and the 2 of Coins. Okay. Nice. It's very repeating of the energy I was just doing this reading. Similar. It's very similar. It was also showing the 10 of Pentacle and Hermit. So similar thing is here. Okay, we have to read this Veritas. This Twinflame union. So this 10 of Coins. Panhu, China, Yao legend. The 10 of Coins represent the hard-earned rewards of a difficult venture. The story of Panhu celebrates the lineage that benefits from his hard work. The hardship he once endured allow him to appreciate his good fortune and retire surrounded by his progeny. Inheritance, ancestry, pension, settling down, financial stability. It's very good family card as well. And then Hermit. Small life path card. You just had a hermit in the other readings. Interesting. It's really the same dynamic. Druid and White Stack, Ireland, Celtic legend. The hermit represents solitude and leaving responsibilities behind to focus inward. In the Celtic myth, the elusive White Stack encourages people to drop everything and pursue spirituality. Introspection, withdrawal, prudence, insight, meditation. Wow. Really, this kind of spiritual card. And then it's kind of like the money thing. Here is maybe like a little bit like a single mother energy, like there's like a mama bear energy here. Still, they have both have pentacles. Focus on this stability. Ripi Sunt, Pacific Northwest Haida mythology. The Two of Coins represent the skill needed to balance opposing forces in life. For Ripi Sunt, the bear world and the human world collide. She embodies the dualities of work and family, hobbies and careers, and want versus needs. Multitasking, balance, choice, flexibility, prioritizing. Really, Mama Bear is here. Mother's Day. This is definitely showing more like even the female, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could be maybe like it's kind of family values even of this hermit. If this is the masculine, I don't know which one is which. I was thinking this is the killer empathy, and this is this. These are this yours, this looks so female side, like a mother, single mother, but very spiritual. And here is killer empathy. They're both very very aware and senses high. Now we see the shadow in this relationship. Okay, we get the Fool and the 10 of Wands. Again, 10 card. It's really meaningful. This comes 100. It makes together. In what's reading? Somebody's reading. I had also that. Was it Aries reading? I had also like 100 for me. This is a huge work, a project done, and then new chapter in your life. But that is the shadow between you both. Maybe there is a little bit like restarting a new life, and this mare might live in a different world than the prince. So it's interesting. I have to again read the stories. These are really long reading now, but you get really 10 repeating here. I feel that the fairy tales are very healing. That's why I want to read them to you also. So sometimes I read even from the Grimm's fairy tales. It's very like a Scorpio reading. Full moon Scorpio is kind of cool. And this is shadow bit in your relationship. Timpo 3, Paragaya. The 10 of Wands represent taking on too much and refusing to accept help. When Sagua's daughter went missing, he searched alone in vain. A Timpo tree grew from his ear when he died, bearing fruits he labored for but was unable to enjoy. Overwhelmed, stress, obligation, refusing a duty. Yeah, it's when somebody's hardworking, we don't bring any of the materials with us when we die. Like, of course, the legacy is left. Like here is also legacy, but sometimes you have to understand these kind of moments with your loved ones, that there is also to have a quality time with them, because the time is passing. One day it's all over. But let's see, this Fool card is also here as a shadow. Too much working. It's one. And being a fool, but it's a new chapter in your journey, is also The Little Mermaid, Denmark, Danish fairy tale. The Fool rests on the pinnacle of a decision. She's ready to dive out of her subconscious and into the physical world, to transform from animal into a human. She's carefree and excited by a new life, regardless of warnings. Beginnings, possibilities, impulsions, innocence, a free spirit. This is interesting. This it's like a shadow in the relationship. Maybe there's some problem to be free. Then we have here how to heal the shadow. One, we have 3 of Cups, so this celebration. Friends friendships. And then we have King of Pentacles, so really being this kind of good king, taking care of the kingdom. So it's indeed taking care of what you got, and sharing with others. So indeed, not just egoistically like accumulating wealth, but like celebrating your wins and celebrating whatever milestones. There's abundance already in the Fehu, so there is this abundance very much here too. But you have to kind of share to care, like not just hang on, like be like a like only egocentrically like what is yours, not share it. Here is Apsara, Cambodia, Hindu mythology. The Three of Cups represents camaraderie and good time. The Apsara are celestial beings of the sky known for dancing, partying, and fornication. The joyous group oversees fertility rites, the performing arts, and the fortunes of gambling. Celebration, friends, indulgence, parties, community. Yes. And this was also healing, the King of Pentacles. Hanunah, the world turtle, North America, Iroquois mythology. The King of Coins represents stability and faithfulness. The world turtle is strong enough to support the weight of others' hopes and dreams. He may not be an active participant in their lives, but he is always dependable, slow and steady. Success, dependability, conservatism, strong will, willing to work. Yeah. So that was also here. Maybe somebody is doing very like a killing empathy for their work, and listening is also very, very good skill. But this hermit is definitely kind of type 2 who is interested in the inner world. Now we see path forward, and then I read these cards. Path to a bright future, we have a 7 of Wands and Justice card. Interesting again. If I made this personal reading for you, if you are still watching, Laverne Korhani, there was the advice also with the 11. So again, the 11 comes, the Justice comes. So sharing the truth is very important, but also standing your ground. So this, like, what is your value and your value system? Defend that. Defend the justice. So with stubborn energy, this defend, but it's path forward to this Twinflame union. To be who you are. Which is John Henry, Alabama, American folktale. The 7 of Wands represents an indomitable force. Against all odds, John Henry stands up for what he believes in and is willing to fight to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration even to those who disagree with him. Endurance, attack, fight for beliefs, perseverance, mounting a defense. Yes, somebody is really like a hard worker and wanting to defend the justice, truth. Eihwaz, Korean legend. Justice is power wielded with both intelligence and impartiality. It is making decisions with all of the facts and accepting the consequences of any choice made. It is punishment of the corrupt and promotion of the deserving. Harmony, balance, equality, virtue, and honor. Honorable fight. That's path forward. It's really abundant to be that way, and this empathy is amazing. Power here in this relationship. Let's see this killer empathy fight. What is that? 38. It's very long reading, already 2 hours, but I'm dedicated to give this to you. Make no mistake, empathy can kill you. If not balanced with boundaries and self-protection, yeah, this is totally setting boundaries. If not balanced with boundaries and self-protection, empathy can erode our energy, stealing our vitality. This is moment to pay close attention to the balance your empathy is striking or not. Help those who have demonstrated their willingness to help themselves rather than jumping in to save, solve or fix. Trust that others have their own guides and their own soul's code to assist their journey. Resist the impulse to caretake or rescue, allowing others the opportunity to grow, expand and develop their own agency. You are an empath and you can't turn that off. So hold the tension between empathy and boundary. Decide to hone your discernment. Bypass the urge to manage another's experience. Keep your precious empathic energy in balance. This is keep your precious empathy energy in balance. It's also about future. It's balance with justice and then hold for your boundaries in this relationship. And then this listen is here. Another polarity. Very intuitive couple. Very spiritual. It's like my audience. Nice to see these cards. See, hear, sense, quiet, intuition, knowing. Take a moment to quiet your mental chatter and listen. In relationships, it's important to pay attention to what the other person is really saying. Too often in conversations, you are already planning what you're going to say while the other person is still talking. You make assumptions about where the conversation is going and plan your part of the conversation accordingly, even working the conversation to a desired outcome. When this happens, you don't truly hear what the other person said, and in doing so, you weren't present for that person. Listening starts with becoming quiet, centered, and totally present. Listening involves many senses. Use your eyes to see the body language of the other person. Use your ears to hear not only the words spoken, but also the tone used to express them. Use your intuition to get a sense of what the person is really saying and feeling. Intuition often helps you hear what is not said as well as what is said. This is crucial to understanding the person in situation or situation. Understanding is essential to improving the relationship or situation. Remember once again to center yourself and use all of your senses to understand what is actually being communicated. Listening is a gift. Give this gift to yourself and to your partner, parents, children, friends, co-workers, pets, and anyone you meet. Most important, give this gift to yourself. Tune into your body and soul. I'm breathing bad. Tune into your mind, body, and soul. Are you listening? What do you hear? Affirmation. I honor myself by being present and truly listening to the message I hear. This is the High Priestess. Wow. Hermit and High Priestess in this side, and this is also connecting to the High Priestess, two really beautiful, deep couple. Now, solar plexus chakra is always about don't be a servant, but be a hero of your own journey. So don't forget your own journey also by serving others. And this could be the serving others that be in the shadow, that you are totally giving yourself. And then like the mermaid is crying there, like, oh, I'm left alone. Nobody understand me. Now we see the eagle, and this is the scorpion. Scorpion transformation. This one. Then we got love alchemy. Can take them all on the table. This one. And the phoenix moment. This is a sacred Scorpio full moon transformation for this pile. What is that phoenix is here? Now we have boundaries. Okay, again. So it's really, now it's like a dang, like this is totally about the boundaries too, path forward. Here it shows with a cross. Nice reminding, like since 1st of May here in Belgium, it's called like a pilgrim month, and people are like having this kind of beautiful paths they walk to do pilgrim. And this is of course number one as well. Boundaries. First thing to do is to set boundaries in any healthy relationship. Where did I put that booklet? Again, like too much throwing them around. Yeah. Yeah, often when the messages are repeating, it's really, you were supposed to hear listen, but then understand the boundaries. How far you can go. So, this is Twinflame reading. Yarrow is a plant, helps establish and defend healthy boundaries, strengthens the aura and sense of self, and heals energetic wounds. An amber crystal reinforces boundaries. Creating clear boundaries is necessary for maintaining good emotional, physical, and spiritual health. If your sense of identity is weak, or if you need to heal energetic wounds, establishing boundaries is vital. Defend your right to thrive like a warrior, serving the divine spark that resides within you. Affirmation. I have a right to autonomy and independence. No one controls me without my permission. I know who I am. This is not Scorpion, and the love alchemy is Earth's heart. Very earthly energy here. Here is also this kind of turtle under the earth. Time to be grounded. Possibly that's your really like a Taurus season. But even in Scorpio full moon is totally, we are living this Taurus season. Things are just blooming, and you have to understand the Earth's heart. Yes. Depth pulls buried treasure. Amidst our phenomenal scientific pursuits, we have yet to journey to the core of the earth. We can only suppose what is there. Such is the mystery of the Coverum Terra card. It is related to the archetypal image of the cave and the fourth chakra located at the heart. This card appears when there is something blossoming deep within that requires our attention, our tending to. It could be a new love, a way of serving others, or an offering to the planet and its resources. In alchemical texts, Coverum Terra roughly translates to Earth is a true heart. The journey of discovery will take you through many layers, slowly revealing her gifts. This is proof of Earth's longing to provide, to teach. We already felt the pulse of the Earth's heart. Now it's time to listen, to be student of her wisdom. Wow, this is totally that kind of energy too here. This is like, if it's a Mother's Day, listen to Mother Earth. Yes. Now we have the Phoenix moment, and that is a tiger. One, which star sign got this tiger? One of the readings got tiger. Was it Sagittarius or was it Capricorn? One of them got. It was Scorpio, but one got, one of the star signs got this. Is anybody here who has seen this reading then would remember? I've made so many that I have difficulties sometimes. I have to remember which was which. Tiger. Where is this book? It's here. That's the Phoenix tiger shadow. Where is the tiger? Okay, 56. This is to rise from here. Maybe the tiger has to roll, like this boundaries has to be really voiced out. Carnal desires opulence. The tiger has inspired both awe and fear in humans across centuries. It is often admired and desired for its beautiful coat, fang-like teeth, and deadly claws. If you've ever been in the presence of the mighty tiger, it's easy to understand why. Everything about the tiger feels carnal, powerful, and full of desire. You too embody this eros if you pull this card in a reading. There is a hunger that exists within all of us. What is it that fuels the beast inside? It may be a person, a place, a thing. If you feel this hunger churning, it's time to feed. Or passions can be an incredible primordial force of power that we can use to embrace deep fulfillment and pleasure. Alternatively, you may be in the incredible flow of luxury and abundance. Regardless, there is a deep, tangible pleasure calling out to you now. Initiate yourself into the mysteries. Look to the other cards around the tiger for clues. The rose is rising. The justice is coming. The boundaries are being set. There is huge empathy and depth in this relationship available in this Twinflame union. Now let's see. I verify a little bit with this course. Let's see. One more for the Twinflame union. Show me the killer empathy person and show me the listening high priestess. What are these people? Okay, 12. So this is a hangman in the dancing party. Sometimes you have to wait the turn who you're gonna dance with. And then King of Sword. It's very, very good with the words. Wise words. Can be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This is a truthful king, so the truth is important, but the voice, there is definitely words to be expressed here. This person is a little bit waiting energy here, a bit hangman, hanging around, waiting to be dancing. Maybe you meet this person in a dancing party. Okay, if you didn't meet yet, Twinflame. And this one would be a speaker. You would meet this person, but this person would be a good listener too. And a hermit, like a guru. So now, current feelings of your person. Current feelings of your person. Okay, one. I love you so much and I'm afraid you never know it. That would be totally this hangman's person who really is in love and then it's like, oh, cannot say anything. Okay. Twinflame mission. Twinflame cards again here. Older twin brings experience and wisdom. Younger twin offers innovation and creativity. Together they form a powerful team capable of creating change that they can't achieve alone. They need each other. This is a very good, powerful twin flame. And we have here twin flames channel the energy through healing, teaching, art, or activism into projects that uplift and inspire the relationship. Us inspire, and the relationship becomes source of strength. And they got more unity and purpose. And we have here, follow your excitement, expand your consciousness. Arondot has said this. And then we have, before you respond to someone, remember that your response is also agreement to establish an energetic connection with them, which may change your energy field and vibration frequency. Maybe that person is really like hesitant to make this kind of like alchemy, because when you respond to somebody, you are immediately starting to react to each other. You know, it's this heavy boundary here, but it's needed somehow in this hero's journey. Keep safe. Everything is a little bit hidden. Okay, so this was your reading, part number 3. No, I already replied 1. Now let's see who are here, who are the most resistant, who are the most sticking around, that would be willing to get a reading. I'm gonna clear this table and then I'm gonna read more. Of course it's getting a bit late, but it's full moon in Scorpio. It's time to be indeed deep, having this kind of transformation moments. So this one here. And now we have the back. All the crystals are here. Who is gonna be? I already made one question, but it was interesting. It was binding kind of a little bit to this this question. Similar cards appeared. Snake, go back to the heart. Oy. Let's see who is here. Is somebody gonna ask still a question? We had here earlier. Prasant Sharma was very eager to know the test results. I was saying like, yes, I could if he's still here. Now, somebody who is now here should be saying it. Aditi Tapar, who will be my soulmate? Aditi Tapar, Prince, current feeling for me, my childhood classmate. About my love life in future. Aditi Tapar has been really eager to get a reading. I know he's been, which is this, she, I think, is Aditi. Hi mom, can you please do a personal reading? Who will be my soulmate? But now I would rather ask anybody being present. I see 3 people only watching. Thank you for liking, commenting. Indeed, like this reading, it can be shown for multiple people. my channel is really having not the best views, so more people would find this channel would be helping if you just give a like, simple thing. And thank for anybody new subscribing. I'm indeed offering this kind of once in a week chance to ask a question. I did answer one question already, so kind of I did it, but I'm kind of eager to answer somebody who is here live. I would like that. I have a feeling like before when I answered the question, the person was not live. It's not nice for me. I would like to really that the person is tuned to this reading. It would be more interesting for me that person is here. So is somebody now here? Raise your hand, ask the question. I still wait a little bit. I know there are questions set here. And Eric also was interested to know educational career. Prasant Sharma was really about wanting to know about the exam. Maybe if Prasant looked the recording of this reading, can tag him. Let's give him one card about the result. What is Prasant's result gonna be? There is a third eye, so he is really into looking this kind of wanting to understand. Let's see the result of the exam for Prasant Sharma. Two of Cups is okay. There is two choices. Maybe the questions were really this kind of choices which you choose. What can this tell me? Let me see more. This can be really like the energy of you that you are not sure. Was it good or bad? Because it's like a life and death issue. Show me more about this exam results. Okay, so it really shows I'm now tapping into his energy. He's worrying. He's waking up in the night. He's really like worried about this test result. So shows here, but still show me now the result. If it's coming, can we have a preview of it? Okay, 6 of Wands is a victory. This is not bad. This would be very, very positive. So maybe what else I could show you? Let me think what else I could show you about this. Which deck? Which one? Maybe about the purpose cards. This are giving kind of guidance about your purpose in life. Whatever is happening with this one shows a little bit guidance, divine guidance about your purpose. Prasant Sharma and the test results. What's happening now? Writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So what you wrote in the test or whatever, it's like a healing thing. Maybe you wrote well. It's a good thing to have this, but writing more is not bad for you. Writing your thoughts down, it could be the healing aspect even in this case, that you make notes how you feel about, and career change. So this is you're embarking upon a career that brings you joy and abundance you desire and deserve. It's not bad. This exam change showed victory card. 6 of Wands is very, very good. Just here you are indeed worried. We verify this a bit. This card. See again. So this is the result. Can I see this again? Is it positive? Okay, Queen of Pentacles. So there is very like a mother energy here, nurturing energy, taking care. So it is like positive thing, this kind of seeing this kind of good queen. Who knows this? There is some female teacher, but this is like a very nurturing and caring, taking care of your kingdom. But is some mother playing role in this thing? Today is Mother's Day again. Remember your mother. Show me again. Okay, the King of Swords. This could be, maybe you're even thinking about relationship also. You have a very, again, worthy King of Swords is somebody who's divorced. And then like a pentacle woman. Thinking about more the property. But here the advice was even about you heal, inspire, teach, and with the words you write. So it's good to focus on what how you speak. It's almost like, let's just say, like a spell, so what you speak out, you manifest. But of course, I mean, I can say that you'll be victorious. I hope it's the case, but this is a very positive thing, that you can be this kind of like a just king, like things go right, things go fair for you. Anything else you don't know for him? 18 is a moon card and 17 is a star card. So there is this energy of like feeling like things are hidden and secret. This moon card is always like you cannot see. A star card is just before, is shining your light. I would say like you continuing to be confident. You said you made even a test with very happy mood. It is good to stay in the positive side. Anything about manifesting, you have to be like having the positive acid that helps. But it shows here like, yes, you went to the test with the positive attitude, but now it's kind of like a unknowingly, you don't know. And anything else we need to know? 4. This is the Emperor card, but this is again showing a mother. So I think caring and nurturing your life like a mother. There's really this aspect of taking care of everything. So whatever it means. If you go to study, maybe it means that you have to move and you have to take care of all this kind of house related things like a mother would take care. Maybe, but it looks like very powerful that you are taking the lead of your life. So whatever is happening here, being active, taking the leadership, don't, like a mother's opposite is victim. So here is more like that kind of mentality, but you can succeed. I think you have to be self-confident that you can succeed, but yes, that's what I can see for you. I think nobody else was asking. When is the full moon then? In June. Maybe the moon was pointing out even the test results come about the next full moon. Next full moon will be, of course, Sagittarius. Full moon is was Scorpio. So anyway, this was the reading. Now I will end it because I made 2 questions I answered already. So thank you for watching and bye.